We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from the Steel City. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Once again, it's Warren. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That is caught downfield by Pickens. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's a Steeler 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Off the play action, here's Fields. That one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing at the start. Here's Carr. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Quick throw on the RPO. It's Hill. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Valdez-Scantling on the move. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Carr now to throw on first down. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll run here with Kamara. From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Derek Carr. Touchdown, New Orleans. Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Fields now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Allen going to go to the air right away. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's second down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out pat.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And off we... Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Now Jones.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Ready, break. 52 blaster. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Carr now to throw. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Coming left is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The point after, good by Groupie.
And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, Young out to his left. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Shot, 17. Let's go. Black Ultra. Ready,
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Ford Field. So they come to the line for first down and 10. In motion is Hill. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
In motion is Hill. They'll run on first down with Kamara. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. The big lineman, Aleem McNeil, ends the play there. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll go again here with Kamara. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Carr. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
First and 10. In motion is Hill. Now a toss, running left with Kamara. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Play action now. It's Carr. It's made right side. It's Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
In motion is Hill. Now a toss play with Kamara. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Carr to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, Saints. Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Right to the air, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
They'll run. It's Kamara. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Carr on the bootleg. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First down throw for Carr. Shaheed with the catch. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's Kamara. And that'll be a pickup of 3. The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. In motion is Hill. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll get this close to a first down. It's about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. Kamara going to try to pull his way in. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. In motion is Hill. They'll run for it. It's Kamara. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Saints move out on top, 14-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
On 1st down, Carr. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Carr now on 2nd down. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And this is blocked.
And that's just a really good effort there. Remember, if he misses the ball and he runs into the kicker, that's an automatic first down, but he doesn't. Not only does he get through, almost untouched, he's able to get a hand on it and block the kick.
Goff to throw on first down. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On first down, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
That's caught by Gibbs. They'll work now on second and 4. Goff gives it to Gibbs. An attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On first and 10, here's Goff. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Williams in motion. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up a third down. Patrick motioning here. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He'll take this for a couple, but The official signal, he has enough. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Willie Gay. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. Into the secondary at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. On the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, New Orleans. Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 32 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Jackson. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by the rookie.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And that's not going to be... As so many kicking teams elect to do, this is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That's out quickly to London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Mooney, the motion man right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Past the 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattle.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Kamara, try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Carr going to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
So after the field goal, back out his groupie to send this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Moore, the man in motion.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Oh, look at the juke. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A play fake. Now Penix.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28.
The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a 1st down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked in turn.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
From the gun, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey already? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Penix. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Moore, the motion man right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Look at the big fella go.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Carr. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked off by Troy Anderson.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Shaheed in motion. Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. He's got his man, that's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Shaheed in motion. Carr now on 2nd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. In motion is Hill. He'll go again here with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Carr. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will go all the way. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Shaheed with the catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
First down throw for Carr. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Now Kamara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Carr. To the left side into the hands of Olave. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Carr now. This one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Off the play fake. Here's Carr. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here. Back to the 6.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. And they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway. That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back is Carr. Got it into the hands of Olave. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. On 1st down, Carr. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. On the give, this is Kamara. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
3 seconds, all that remain in this 1st half as that one's away. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out. on this first half of play. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this one will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Carr on the bootleg. Open man down the field. It's Olave. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
They'll run on first down with Kamara. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Shaheed in motion. They're going to go right back to Kamara. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Throwing is Carr. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Now, Carr. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
It's a give now to Kamara. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a toss, running left with Kamara. And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll go play action with Carr. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
Third down and 9. To throw is Carr. That is caught at the 3. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Carr to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
They get away from their running back down here near the goal line, Mike. They change it up. They give the ball to their wide receiver. He gets stuffed. Not a lot of space to operate down here.
Play action now. It's caught. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter,